It might be the most exciting day of the year in professional wrestling, the G1 Climax Finals. It's Tetsuya Naito versus Kazuchika Okada. What? What's your problem?
Turn that off.
Why? It's my neck cooler. My friend Fraser gave it to me as a gift. Did he get you one? It's a shame. This is wonderful. Thank you, Fraser. Such a good guy. Oh,
They've broken it now.
how dare you?
Serves you right.
Well, is this okay? In your hi everybody, Chris Kevin pregame show, G1 Climax 33 Finals. Okay, rank today like in your favorite days of New Japan fandom.
Ooh, it might be
Wrestle Kingdom,
Wrestle Kingdom.
G1 Finals.
Between New Year Dash and Wrestle Kingdom, it's always like, because it's of course the G1 Finals, but then there's always this sense of tension and, things tend to happen on this day, right?
Right.
So there's this feeling of we don't know we know the card this time, but we don't know what might happen, what might come from those matches, and so that's and with the jam-packed Sumo Hall, it was great last night. It's going to be even bigger tonight. Oh man, there's an electricity about the place.
Right. Tokyo Dome, of course, certainly an electric atmosphere, second to none. But man, I'll tell you what, this place is special. And we heard it, we saw it last night. Two great bouts. Thank God Evil's done in this tournament, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. Yeah.
What he was able to survive with Will Ospreay, and there's a lot to talk about surrounding Will Ospreay that we'll get to. But what a phenomenal match it was last night.
And the question that I have, obviously Tetsuya Naito took a hellacious beating, a tremendous amount of punishment in that match. Okada took some punishment as well, but I would give him a pretty big advantage health-wise coming into today. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, you just think of like those hook kicks and that standing 9 count that was applied. And Naito having to shove Red Shoes out the way.
Might have been 10.
It was 10. It was hellacious. There's no other way to describe it. So yeah, I mean, ordinarily, a 100% Naito you would put as a slight underdog against Okada, but with Naito at I don't know what percent, it's rough climbing here tonight.
2 years ago, we saw a stoppage in the G1 Climax Finals. Nobody wants to see a tournament of this regard end in a referee stoppage. Could very well be the case today, but we'll see how it all unfolds. As Chris mentioned, whole undercard full of matches. They were announced earlier this morning, and now we can take a look at the card. And there are, for me, a couple of things that jump off. Number one that jumped off is Boltin Oleg, who got the big win yesterday and won all the meat. 200,000 yen worth of yakiniku barbecue. He's our new best friend.
Yes, right?
And today he's teaming with Taguchi and Bishamon in an 8-man tag against TMDK Kosei Fujita, part of that team as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with Boltin Oleg.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that hat-trick challenge doesn't just leapfrog you. It leapfrogs you in the meat stakes. It's got meat for days. But it also, of course, elevates you above the rest of the class. And part of that prize is Boltin Oleg gets an NJPW World TV title shot at a date to be determined. So this is the first time that he and Zack Sabre Jr. will be facing off, a little prelude for that title match to come.
I think if Zack Sabre Jr. eats Boltin Oleg alive, they might go further down the road.
He's vegan.
But if he's able to hang with Zack, I think they might say, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we got. Right before the G1 Climax Finals, we're going to see the House of Torture against the members of Just Five Guys, Sonata, Taichi, Kanemaru, Doki, and the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion has to be knowing that Evil's, I have a feeling, going to be knocking on his door.
Oh yeah, for sure, and I think he wants that. I mean, I think maybe some of the big Sonata stands on the internet, Kevin, are needling me overnight. But the point is, Sonata said after his defeat to Evil, if this is what I can do, and if this is all I can do in this situation, I'm not as strong of a champion as I need to be. And so he senses, he knows that this impending match with Evil, unofficial, but I mean, you'd think it would have to happen sometime soon. It's a referendum on him as champion, and I think Sonata should accept that and appreciate that and build from here tonight.
And I give the asterisk with the arm injury, but you know, again, from the champion himself, that's pretty much what you need to know. I can't believe that we're going to have Eddie Kingston today teaming with Yo, but he's also teaming with Hiroshi Tanahashi, and he's going to be opposite Togi Makabe, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Satoshi Kojima, and Tiger Mask. Is he going to come in looking to fight, or is he just going to look to get autographs?
Right. I think maybe that was the last little present for Eddie Kingston this summer. But I also wonder what the mental state of Eddie Kingston is. Yesterday, of course, Hinare jumped him after that match. Whether he was making motions towards the Strong Openweight Championship or just making motions about beating up Eddie Kingston, I'm not sure. But Eddie said backstage last night, you reap what you sow. And I think there's payback for Hinare sometime tonight, whether they're in the same match or not.
Now that the G1 Climax tournament is over, some guys, they kind of, have a little vacation the last couple of days, and they try to take it easy in their matches or whatever. Eddie Kingston's not one of those guys. Now he's going to be in there with legends, teaming with and facing. He's going to look to this side and this side, watching out for Hinare, because again, you can never take your eye off the ball. LIJ, or rather, the faction of Bullet Club, the War Dogs, and I guess what would be Hontais, Gorillas of Destiny, Phantasmo, etc. Little challenge laid down yesterday, it seems, with Finley, his never title, Strong Openweight Tag Champs, Gabe and Coughlin, their titles, barking at Tama and Hikuleo and Phantasmo.
It seemed like an odd one, didn't it? Usually you see the guy beat the champion during the G1 and then lay out the challenge, but it almost felt like David Finley was taking the assertive route there tonight. I know you're going to come after me, so I'm going to assert my dominance, my championship status over you. So let's see what happens out of this 10-man tag situation, but I would guess it would circle around the Never Openweight Championship.
Are we going to see anything with Kaito Kiyomiya, or has that ship sailed? Teaming with Ryohei Oiwa in the opener against Toriano, Oscar Loeb. I mean, that's as throwaway a match as you can get.
Do you think? I feel great for Oiwa. I like this combination of Oiwa and Kiyomiya. I think that's interesting. I wonder whether Kiyomiya might take Oiwa with him back for a couple of dates in Noah. Who knows? I think
wouldn't be the worst thing.
The Noah office and the Noah talent will be likely watching on here tonight, and we'll see how they finally assess what Kaito Kiyomiya does in this opening match. But even Kiyomiya said yesterday, Tenzan was the focal point of that match last night.
Yeah, he was, because people like him.
Well, I think people want to like Kiyomiya, but
he doesn't give them a reason to.
Well,
not anywhere, not here yet. All right, last word. Pick a winner, G1 Climax final. I'll make it easy on you. I'll go first.
Go on.
I pick Okada.
Well,
I'm going to pick Okada until I can't pick Okada, because he's Okada. He's lost 3 times this year. I think he's done losing.
But at the same time, just as I said yesterday, the romance, 6 years to the day. There's so much little. I just like the fan in me wants to say.
The story writer, the writer in you.
For sure, this says Okada, but this says Tetsuya Naito.
Of course. Well, that's how we see it. What do you say? Be interesting to hear your thoughts as well. Share with us on social media and get ready for the start. We begin 3 p.m. local time right here from inside Ryogoku Sumo Hall. It's Chris Charlton, Kevin Kelly, and it's your pregame show for the G1 Climax 33 finals on NJPWWorld.com.